Luka Rocco Magnotta's story begins like many others, with an unassuming childhood in Scarborough, Ontario, Canada. Born on July 24, 1982, to a troubled family, he experienced a tumultuous upbringing. His parents divorced when he was just a child, leaving him to navigate the challenges of a broken home. Though Luka displayed an early fascination with animals, this innocent interest would eventually take a dark and sinister turn. As a teenager, Luka struggled with his identity and experienced feelings of isolation. He adopted various pseudonyms online and began posting on internet forums, often impersonating females to gain attention and sympathy from others. These early signs of deception and manipulation would foreshadow the disturbing events that were yet to come. Luka Magnotta's desire for fame and recognition became increasingly evident as he entered adulthood. He pursued a career in modeling and worked as an escort, seeking validation through his physical appearance and the attention he received from clients. However, the world of modeling proved to be more competitive and elusive than he had anticipated, leading to feelings of frustration and rejection. In 2007, Luka embarked on a desperate quest for notoriety. He created various online profiles, using aliases like Kirk Newman and Vladimir Romanov, and posted explicit content of himself online. These efforts garnered him some attention, but it was far from the fame he craved. Luka's insatiable thirst for attention would ultimately lead him down a path of violence and depravity. In May 2012, he met Jun Lin, a 33-year-old international student from China, in Montreal. This chance encounter would prove to be fateful for both men. On the night of May 24, 2012, Luka lured Jun Lin to his apartment under false pretenses. What happened next is a gruesome and chilling account of brutality. Luka brutally murdered Jun Lin, recording the horrifying act on video. He later dismembered the victim's body and mailed body parts to political offices and schools across Canada, shocking the nation. As news of the gruesome murder and dismemberment spread across Canada, a nationwide manhunt for Luka Rocco Magnotta began. The international media dubbed him the Canadian Psycho in reference to the film American Psycho and its fictional serial killer, Patrick Bateman. The police launched an extensive investigation to track down the fugitive, and Interpol issued a red notice, alerting law enforcement agencies worldwide to Luka's existence. The gruesome murder and the subsequent mailing of body parts horrified the public and captured global attention, turning Luka into a reviled figure. In the age of the internet, it was Luka's own digital footprint that would eventually lead authorities to him. He had left a trail of evidence on various social media platforms and online forums, boasting about his crimes and taunting investigators. His narcissism and desire for fame had ultimately led to his downfall. As investigators pieced together the puzzle of Luka's online activity, they uncovered disturbing videos and posts that hinted at his mental state and intentions. It became clear that Luka was not only a cold-blooded murderer but also a deeply troubled individual. The global manhunt for Luka Rocco Magnotta spanned several countries and involved multiple law enforcement agencies. Authorities received tips and sightings from around the world, and the media covered the search relentlessly. On June 4, 2012, German police arrested Luka Magnotta in an internet cafe in Berlin, where he had been reading news stories about his own crimes. He initially denied his identity but was eventually apprehended and taken into custody. His arrest marked the beginning of a complex legal process that would ultimately determine his fate. Luka's trial for the murder of Jun Lin and the subsequent disposal of his body parts was a high-profile affair that captivated the Canadian public and the international community. He faced multiple charges, including first-degree murder, committing an indignity to a human body, and mailing obscene material. Throughout the trial, Luka's defense team attempted to argue that he was not criminally responsible due to mental illness. They presented evidence of his troubled past, including his history of mental health issues and bizarre behavior. However, the prosecution countered with evidence of his calculated actions and attempts to evade capture. In December 2014, Luka Rocco Magnotta was found guilty of first-degree murder and the other charges against him. The jury rejected the defense's argument of mental illness and concluded that he had planned and carried out the murder and dismemberment with premeditation. He was sentenced to life in prison with no possibility of parole for 25 years. The judge's decision was met with relief by the victim's family and the Canadian public, who had followed the trial with a mix of horror and fascination. The case of Luka Rocco Magnotta is a chilling and disturbing story of one man's descent into madness and violence. It raises profound questions about the nature of fame, the impact of the internet on society, and the complexities of mental illness. Luka's actions shocked the world and left an indelible mark on those who followed the case. It serves as a grim reminder of the darkness that can lurk within individuals and the power of the digital age to amplify their worst impulses. Today, Luka Rocco Magnotta remains a deeply reviled figure in the annals of crime history. His name is synonymous with brutality and narcissism, a stark warning of the dangers posed by those who seek notoriety at any cost. As society grapples with the ever-evolving challenges of the internet age, the case of Luka Magnotta serves as a cautionary tale. It reminds us of the importance of vigilance and accountability in the digital realm and the need to address mental health issues with empathy and compassion. In the end, the story of Luka Rocco Magnotta is a dark and disturbing chapter in the annals of crime. It is a testament to the capacity for evil that can reside within the human soul and a reminder that the pursuit of fame and recognition can lead to the most unimaginable and horrifying consequences.